I'm joined once again by UFC middleweight Kevin Holland, who's joining me here on this Saturday. Kevin, what's going on, man? How are you?
Man, not bad, not bad. Just got home from eating and training, so feeling good, feeling right, ready to go.
Yeah, it sounded like you had a pretty good lunch. What did you have today?
Man, we had Chipotle. I had like 5 tacos. Two of them were steak, three of them were chickens. It was pretty good.
That's
All right,
good,
man.
man. You eat some more of those, we're gonna have to get you at light heavyweight, I guess, right?
No, no, no. Joe Rogan said on the fight that I need to pack on some size for middleweight, and I totally agree. So tacos will do it.
Yeah, and it's been a while since you and I last talked. Of course, so much has happened since then. I mean, after Contender Series, and then you get this short notice fight against Thaigo Santos. Everyone's counting you out, and you actually have a really good performance in that fight. I know you didn't end up on top, but it's rare to see a fighter come out of a fight in a losing effort, but get so much feedback. How has the feedback been since that fight?
Feedback's been pretty good. I can only imagine how much greater the feedback would have been if we would have won. So feedback's great, but looking forward to getting in there and getting the W and getting the job done right. But it's been nice. It's been pretty fun. It's definitely different than what it was when I was doing the Contender or Bellator. It's a lot more clout. I'm loving it.
Yeah, and what was the mentality going into that fight? Because again, there's so many people writing you off, and it was a competitive fight, man. You had your moments in that one.
Uh, I thought we were going to strike. So going into the fight, I was thinking like, all right, I'm gonna bang him up a little bit, then I'm gonna shoot for a takedown. But I started banging him up a little bit, then he shot for a takedown, and I had that first takedown beat. But I went for the Omo. I guess I had in my mind that we were gonna do some groundwork. So instead of me keeping in my mind that I was gonna put him on his back, I just had in my mind we were gonna go to the ground. So when it got there, I was comfortable. I was happy. I felt like I could have tapped him. I felt like I could have did my thing. But as the fight went, and it didn't go completely our way. But I feel like one day we will see him again, and next time I'll have bigger pecs to go with it. You know what I mean?
Well, it sounds like he's made a new home now at 205 pounds. He's going to be fighting Jimmy Manua on the Brazil card. Were you surprised to see him get that fight after his fight with you?
Uh, if you couldn't take out me, I mean, what makes you think you can go out there and take out the big boys?
Right.
But you know what I mean? I'm a tough cookie to crack. So, hats off to him. I'm glad to see him go up to 205. Makes me feel like I fought a huge 85er, so I'm definitely where I want to be. Seeing him go do his thing, that's dope. I hope he gets the W. I like to see everybody I've ever fought beat me or I beat them. I like to see them win. I don't like to see them on the losing end. So definitely want to see him go get it. And just because he went up to 205, he ain't safe. He's safe. I'll tickle my toes in there too if I got to.
Right. Yeah, and I think people forget too. They used to fight at 170, so it's no weight class is safe at this point if you're fighting
No
Kevin
weight class
Holland, right?
safe. No weight class. You can't go up and think you're getting away from me.
Right. And I mentioned, getting a lot of positive feedback. Dana White had some really good things to say about you after the fight. He was very impressed. What did that mean to you? Just hearing words from the boss, the guy who's writing your checks.
Uh, you know what? It was pretty cool. It was definitely cool. Like you said, the guy writing my checks. If the person writing my checks has good words to say, I really can't complain. At that point in time, people can say what they want to say, but obviously I did something right. I look forward to going out there and doing what I did right, even better next time, and getting the W and making him even more happy. So you got to keep the person who's writing your checks happy. You have to. So I'm definitely felt good to hear him say them things. Call me big mouth and stuff like that. So that works for me. I like to talk.
Yeah, and I know they compensated you because you got tickets to UFC 228, which is in Dallas, which is obviously you're a Texas guy. How was that getting to go as a fan and watching the fights?
It was pretty cool. I've only been to one UFC fight before that, and that was UFC 101 back in Philadelphia, where Forrest Griffin and Anderson Silva fought each other.
Oh
Uh,
wow, what a fight to be live for! Jesus.
yes, it was great. It was great. But that being said, it was definitely nice to be there. It was definitely nice to see it live. I was able to see a fight at 85 that I would like. The Darren Stewart fight. You just can't come to Texas and think you're gonna get a W in Texas and run back off, mate. It don't work like that. Run it back. We can do it in the West Coast. We can do it in the South. Or even if I got to go to where he's at, it don't matter. But you don't come over here and get a W and run back home. So the dentist, I'm looking to chip some of those teeth, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, that's great. When would you like that fight to happen if it does happen, or when are you looking to get back in there?
I see they got a November 10th card. I forget exactly who was on there. I think Frankie was on there or something like that.
Yeah, that's the card in Denver.
Yeah, the card in Denver. Denver's close to Texas. It's not far from me. I like the Denver card. I've always wanted to fight in that type of altitude. I think that'd be dope. Um, Anywhere, man. Anywhere. If some fights fall out October 6th and they need to put it in a fight there, he looks like he's healthy. I'm back at 100%. Let's go. Um, like I said, that card. They got the November 3rd card coming up in New York. Always wanted to fight Madison Square Garden. Dana White said the celebrities love me. Celebrities love LA and celebrities love New York. So let's go to New York. I think that sounds the best bet.
So you're at the point now where you're just training, expecting that short notice call because you want to get right back in there, I imagine.
Yeah, I mean, the L doesn't sit good on my chest. If I had to wear a cape, it wouldn't have an L on the front of it. It'd have a W. You know what I mean? Because nobody wants to go off. They say losing is learning, but to me, losing is losing. So I'm looking to go out there and get the W, get the win.
Yeah, no, I hear you on that. Let's talk about Terphouse. You're wearing the hat. How did you link up with them? They're sponsoring a lot of fighters these days, and it was cool to see you part of the roster.
My manager set it up. Orrin, I guess they liked the way I performed out in California. They liked the last second fight, liked the style. They liked it the way I went out there and did my thing. So it actually works out great. I'm actually into the CBD thing. I've been to the CBD thing for a while. I'm from California, so of course that helps it out even more. So Terphouse is amazing, man. I've been using Terphouse. Since I've been using it, I've been feeling 10, 20 times better. My training schedules went up a lot. I've been actually working strength and conditioning now, something I used to never do before. And I feel like with the CBD added in, I feel like my relaxation after it's over, it's at an all-time high. So I recover faster, I feel better, and I'm able to push myself. So it's definitely working out.
Yeah, and I talked to King Mo about the CBD oil, and he likes it because he said when he used to spar, he used to get headaches after. He says when he takes the CBD oil, he doesn't have that anymore. I'm sure you're feeling those types of benefits as well. Maybe those bumps and bruises not feeling so bad.
Well, you know what? I've never gotten headaches after sparring. I don't really get hit that much. I like to roll with the punches a lot, but the CBD, I chew gum when I spar a lot of times, but now I've been chewing the CBD gum, so I instead of being so like I've been feeling real relaxed and no wasted movements since I've been, in that zone. So I like it. It's definitely changing. It's helping change the mindset and making me better. It's keeping me sharp, keeping me on my toes. And like I said, the relaxation is really needed when you're at this level, when you're doing all this work. This is a full-time job, and it's a strenuous job on the body. So CBD, that's the way to go, and Terphouse, they get it done.
How about recovery in general? What are you using these days? I know some guys like doing cryotherapy. What's sort of your go-to, whether you're in a training camp or not?
Nothing really. My girl is my recovery. You know what I mean? I come home, I chill with the girl, I chill with the kids, play with the dog. I mean, that's recovery. PlayStation. That's it, man. For me, that's recovery. Sitting at home, that's recovery. I don't have a problem with taking a day off and actually relaxing. So, go play dominoes. I just chill, bro. I'm a relaxed type of guy. So I don't really have a big recovery thing. I actually probably should have a better recovery thing. I probably should do chiro. I probably should be more on the massage therapy and stuff like that. But I get massages at home. Butt naked massages. They work just fine.
Fair enough. What are you playing on PlayStation right now?
I've been playing the UFC game a lot lately. I'm trying to get good at that, so that way when they come out with the next one, hopefully I can get my character in there. That's why I need.
Yeah, they got to fix that up. They got to get an updated roster.
Yeah, they got to put me on there. So I got to get some fights ASAP, so I can be on there, and I got to get good at that, so I can be whooping everybody's butt. And then I've been playing GTA. I can't get enough of GTA. It don't matter how.
GTA. Any GTA, doesn't matter what one. I love them all. They're so amazing.
I got to play it. And with GTA, you can do it all. You can race cars. You can start a motorcycle gang and all that.
Fly a helicopter. You can do a bit of everything, right?
Yeah, you can fly a helicopter. I just did a drop off earlier. I picked up some guns, shot a few people, hopped back in the helicopter, drove back to the spot. GTA Live, baby. I'm on it. So it's been pretty good.
We're looking forward to your next fight, Kevin. Again, I appreciate the time as always, man. Just remind people where they can find you on social media, and if you have any sponsors or shout outs, the floor is yours.
Okay, so if you want to find me on social media, Instagram, you can find me at Trailblaze2Top. If you want to find me on PlayStation, it's Still Blazing Trails, but it's no L at the end of Trails, so it's like Trey. And then you got to find me on PlayStation. If you want to catch me on Facebook, it's just basic Kevin Holland. So you're going to be searching all day. It's usually that guy with a fro or a Terphouse hat. Shout out to Terphouse. Shout out to J. Douglas Roofing. Shout out to Specimen Fight Gear. Shout out to CD Powertrain. Shout out to Powerhouse MMA, the Lamb Striking System, Travis Luter, BJJ. Shout out to everybody in Texas, everybody in California. especially the DFW. You guys know I love you, especially Ontario, California. You know I love you. Shout out to my man James Lynch. You are the man. And shout out to freaking everybody in the 185 roster who want to get their head smacked. Shout out to KO Reps too. I can't forget my manager. I don't want him to, beat me up when he sees me.